My name's Clint, and this is my story. Looking back at my life, I was just so broken and so lost. Came from a broken home, lots of violence, lots of abuse, mentally, emotionally, and just really grew up scared and afraid and not really knowing my place in this world. At the age of 9, started drinking, started drugs at 12, and it just led me in a path of almost no return. I didn't know where that path would lead me, and ended up in a cycle of addiction, addicted to heroin, crystal meth for 20 years, 20 rehabs, jails, prisons, and just lost my way. With that false identity, not knowing my purpose, not knowing who I was. But down the road, that thing turned on me, and then I had to start doing things to support my drug addiction and turn to crime. It just took me down to a very, very, very dark place, where I attempted suicide many times. I just wanted to die because I thought that was the way out. I thought this is what I was created to be, a junkie. I ended up homeless on the street. My family didn't want anything to do with me. Ended up sleeping in a graveyard, which is, looking back now, it's quite significant because that's where I was. I was spiritually, emotionally just dead. I was just in torment. I almost came to the end of myself. I was so worn down emotionally, mentally. I just didn't have anything left in me, and I remember when I met my wife, we just got married and I was on this path, I was plugged in, and the rug got pulled out underneath me, and I ended up in rehab. And I'd just been married and I'd been clean for a long time, and I was in a total place of torment. And I was busy reading the book of John, and about that paralytic that was at the pool at Bethesda, and he was there for 35 years. Jesus said to him, do you want to be healed? And I just felt like him saying that to me. Do you want to be healed? And I was like, yes, God, I want to be healed. I want to be healed. And he's like, okay, well, pick up your mat and walk. So I said, God, what is my mat? And he says, it's my word. Pick up my word and walk. And I left, and I've never picked up a drug since. What changed is I went from feeling worthless to experiencing God's love. He's just always been there. He's always just had his hand over my life. And I'm just sitting here because of God's grace and his mercy. I've got my beautiful wife, Menorah, my little willow Grace, my dad, and I just look at my life, I'm a functional member. I'm working, I'm employed. It's just the night and day difference that God's done in my life. And it's been hard. It's been a hard journey, pushing through. The Israelites, when they came out of slavery, they went through a desert. When you're in a desert, it's hot, you're thirsty, you're hungry, you want to complain, you want to whine, but you push through, You push through and you stand on God's word and you keep your focus on him. You don't look at the circumstances, you don't look at your feelings, you look at him and you just keep on going, keep on pushing through, keep on going through. And then all of a sudden, you look back, you were in a graveyard, and now you've got a house, and you've got a family, and you've got a beautiful girl. And I'm like, wow, God, what have you done? What have you done here? And it's just, I'm just so grateful. So undeserved, but just so grateful to God. I'm like, God, why do you love me so much? Why do you show me so much favor? I don't know. It's just because he is God. He is love. My name is Clint. I was dead, but now I'm alive.